The Steelers are 0-4 straight up on the road against teams with a winning record. Tank, do you think that trend continues? The Ravens get a win regardless of who's under center, or can Steelers maybe sneak another one out?
I believe there's a chance for the Steelers to sneak one out. I mean, this is a
Mm-hmm.
national game. The Steelers are playing decent, motivated ball right now. I mean, given they were playing against the Raiders last week, Pinnock was Pickett was serviceable, 244 pass yards. He had a tub and a pick. I believe the usage of Najee was cool. He had like
Mm-hmm.
53 rush yards. He had 42 receiving yards, so balanced. George Pickens got a late touchdown. Deontay Johnson was involved. Pat Fryermuth was involved. The defense made enough plays to win the game. And if you're looking at a Baltimore Ravens team with Tyler Huntley, they got the win, so they end up clinching a playoff berth last week. But it's not like it was like overly impressive against Atlanta. It's not like they blew Atlanta out. And so I think
Yeah.
Pittsburgh can look at that outcome of the game and say, hey, this is a division rivalry, a team that we normally know how to play close, a team that we've beaten on a number of occasions. Like, yeah, we can still push them to the limit at the end. And so I think that if Lamar is healthy and he comes back and plays, then it's enough of a X factor to where like I would give Baltimore like a significant bump because not only is he
Mm.
just a much better player than Tyler Huntley, it's like that Taylor Heineke effect that we talked about in Washington, but then you
Mm-hmm.
just amplify that like 3, 5, 10x with Lamar just because he has that invisible juice. And so he's coming back. You already guaranteed the playoffs, and now you want to get that momentum to try to secure the AFC North. And I think that could be something that would just propel that team offensively, defensively, and then you'll see a different type of Baltimore Ravens team if he's healthy and he comes back this week. But if it's just Huntley, I think there's a path for the Ravens to win, but it'll be close, it'll be sloppy, and then in that case, I would expect this to be a fairly close match between Pittsburgh and Baltimore, and something that I really want to touch. What we got? We have 30, with the number being so low too. If there's anything that you want to go with, if Lamar is not playing, is the under, and that's already pretty low. So it's probably a no touch for me.
Yeah, the total is 36. It's at extremely low. The Steelers are averaging those 17.5 points per game in their last four games, and the Ravens have averaged a whopping 11.5 points per game during their last four games. So it could go under, but that total almost might be a little too low to bet in a spot like this. Jared, what lean do you have for this Sunday night football game?
I don't have much here, to be honest with you. We just saw this game 2 weeks ago, and it was tight. It was a lot of scoring early, not much late. Game stayed under. Ravens won by 2. So, I mean, it was 30
Yeah.
points scored in the game. Total here's 35. Ravens won by 2 on the road. They're laying 2.5 at home. So, it got bought down from 3. A couple times it hit 3, and I think my guess is, based off of the movement, just looking at the screen now, Lamar's not going to play in this game. Just
Yeah.
my guess. That's just a market. That's just a market read. And if he does, I think the Ravens probably go up to maybe a touchdown favorite. I mean, we've seen about 4 or 5 points given between Jackson and Huntley this year. So this line will move considerably over the next 48 to 72 hours, Friday to Sunday, if Lamar Jackson does play. He didn't practice Wednesday. Again, we're recording this on Wednesday. We just don't know. And we're not going to know probably until Friday or Saturday at the absolute earliest. So keep an eye on that because most quarterbacks will move the line significantly. We just saw it with Jarrett Stidham and Derek Carr, and this one's no exception. So I think I feel – I don't know. I think I feel better about this game from a betting perspective with the Ravens under a field goal with Huntley than I do with the Ravens over, a touchdown with Jackson, because it'll be Lamar's first game back in a month, 2 months. He hasn't played much. He's been a little banged up this year already, and he hasn't been that accurate even when he was healthy. So I think at 2.5, 3, I'd feel better about betting the Ravens with Huntley than I would at 7 or 7.5 or 8 with Jackson. But we'll see how this line shakes out. But I don't have a bet here. I don't have an angle here. I think the scenario, if the Ravens lose this game, I think the Bengals can win the division Monday night with a win. So, kind of keep that in mind for how it'll affect the market from Sunday night into Monday. But Maybe I'll feel differently on Sunday when we do our show, Lauren, but I don't have anything for you right now on this game.